dope artists to speak with. But speaking of dope people, we got our homeboy Zino from the ZZ Talk podcast back hanging out with us. Zino, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. It's the end of January. We made it through another month, and happy to be closing it out on the show with you, interviewing Katt with the AtSign.
Yes, that's who we're talking to today, Katt from upstate New York. We're going to talk to her about her Blue-Eyed Soul EP that's out, and also, what some of the collaborations she's looking for, just many other things. Let's bring her in and let's talk to her. All right, so we got Katt with us here on the Aftermath. Katt, we definitely appreciate you, taking the time to come and talk to us today.
Yes, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. We always want to talk to up and coming people, learn their story, and what motivates them and everything. So, and starting off, so for someone like yourself, you knew singing was what you wanted to do with your life. So when did you know, or what was the moment that told you, okay, not only do I want to do this, but I'm pretty good at this?
Right. That's a dope question, because honestly, I started doing music very young. So I started around 5 years old. My mom got me like this little guitar, and I was playing on it, I was trying to figure it out. And then in turn, it kind of, next few years, I kind of, started playing just a couple things here, started doing some shows, and then I lost a talent show, and it kind of like, as a kid, it kind of devastated me, because I really put my heart into it. And then fast forward, a few years later, so I was about 8 then. About like 15, 16, I have a few friends around me that are doing music. They're like, man, you have a great voice. You need to come do a hook for me sometime in the studio. And like, I was like, oh my God, no, like I can't even think about, recording. That's like my nerves or whatever, and someone got me in there the one time. And as soon as I got a taste of that, it was like, oh my God, you put the time and the creative, the creativeness towards it and everything, and it's just like, oh, like this is what I can come up with. This is like the end result, man. This is amazing. And then in turn, life kind of happened, and I had my son kind of young, so I took some time off from that. But then once I was like 22, 23, I was like, man, Katt, like I had an epiphany. I was like just waiting tables. I was like, this is not what I'm supposed to do forever. Like music is something I truly genuinely love. Like I was like, oh my God, I got to get back to it. And then I really started working with, a couple people from my town. We started really getting stuff together. I actually had like writer's block, and then I heard Renegade, which is one of my favorite songs that I've ever done. So that, as soon as I heard that beat, like everything went away. It was almost like boom, right back into action. So since then, really, I've been trying to just take that one foot at a time. I do have 2 kids, so I also want to see them too. Like, you don't have to settle for no 9-to-5 shit. You can also pursue your dreams in the midst of everything. Like, life is too short not to do what makes you happy. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely feel that, as far as like making sure to take that time to say, hey, I have my other obligations, my other duties, but at the same time, I'm really passionate about this and I really want to make the time to go ahead and do that. Yeah,
yes.
For sure. So that leads me into my next one. So you're putting together your EP, the Blue-Eyed Soul EP.
Yes.
So was this project, from a songwriting standpoint, was this based on your relationship experiences or things you saw from other people, or like a combination of both of them?
I would definitely say a combination of both. It's almost like, my personal experiences mixed with, other people, exactly what you said, almost like a couple situations that I know, or just I have personally been through in a prior relationship, just kind of digging into that pain and like trying to, bring out that, bring it out, like just trying to capture that pain, and like just having someone else relate and can try to get them through their day or get them through the situation they're going through. Like that's really all I'm trying to do. But yeah, it definitely was a mix of everything, definitely personal along with, some stuff that I witnessed, but just trying to dig up that pain and get deep in with the music. That's really what I want to bring back, is like that real like that poetic music, almost like things that are like really touching your soul. I feel like the lyricism has gotten lost so much in the recent, and it's not like all artists, but it's like some R&B stuff, it's like the lyricism has definitely gotten lost in like the intimate side of things. It's like right to the chase. I'm like, damn, so I'm definitely trying to bring back that kind of feel, that timeless feel,
No, definitely understand that. And, it's good that you're out there trying to bring back a certain sound from, a lot of people fell in love with R&B during that era. So just to reiterate, we are talking to the lovely and talented Katt. All right. So you can check out her EP, Blue Eyed Soul. All right. It's available on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon, wherever you stream your music, it's available. All right. You can catch her on Instagram and Facebook at KattWithTheAtSign, and her website is KattWithTheAtSign.com. Zino, you have something for Katt.
I do. And Katt, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I listened to the Blue Eyed Soul on a drive.
Okay.
It's a compact album, so you can really get to it pretty quickly. You guys should check it out on Apple Music or wherever you listen to songs. So as it is with albums like this, usually there's like a song or two that really jumps out at you. So my question is twofold. First being, what songs have people told you that, oh yeah, this particular song, this grabbed me? For me, it was Too Close. I think it's the second song.
Yeah, it's Too Close. Yeah, that's for me, that's like the universal song. I feel like everyone can relate to that one. It's like a pop, kind of uplifting kind of song. I think that one, hands down, I think that's one of my favorites. I think as well as like Renegade and Point of View, I think those are the three that really stick out from that album. I think Point of View is kind of like that real awesome hip hop R&B. I think if people like appreciate that sound, like that sound. And Renegade too, I think that beat is just amazing. Like still yet to this day, even though it's like 3 years old, I think that's one of my favorite songs. And as well as like that backstory where I was kind of having that writer's block, and then I heard that beat for Renegade, and I went off on that. So it's kind of like a special to me in a sense. But Too Close, man, that's one song. As soon as I heard that, I was like, that's gonna be a song that everyone can relate to. If anything on this EP goes, like that's gonna be the radio song or like the commercial song, or people are gonna use that song for promo or whatever. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then the second part to that question is, what is your process of like coming up with your sound? As M16 touched on, it is sort of like reminiscent of like a bygone era of R&B.
Yeah.
So how do you come up with that sound? Is there a team? Is it you? Like what is, like, enlighten us?
Yeah. Yeah. So basically it's pretty much me. Like I've had some chorals in the last year or so with producer wise. So me and him were working together for a while. We actually worked on that Blue Eyed Soul project together. Unfortunately, we had a lot of creative differences. There was a lot of things I was asking for. Like I really wanted, and even still, like there's a couple things on the EP. It's not perfect, and I'm not looking for perfection. I just wanted it to be like really crispy. But we've had our disagreements. So, things didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to, but I'm still proud of what we did. But ultimately, I'll shoot my ideas. If there's like a time where I get stuck, I'll shoot my ideas with whoever I'm creating with. But ultimately, it's basically just me. I kind of get in my head, and I kind of listen to some flow. Like I kind of like listen to the flows first and try to feel out what melody sounds best with it. And then once I get kind of the melody, I'll kind of fill in the words and stuff. So it's definitely a process, though. Sometimes you get stuck, you got to stop and kind of live life a couple of days and then come back to it. And I've that's basically my process. Sometimes it's never like instantaneous. It's definitely like a timely thing, but it's just it's just me, myself, and I pretty much writing. So
sounds good. 16, you have a question?
Yes. So Katt, kind of I guess piggybacking on what Zino was just saying there. So when people listen to you, what's the biggest thing that you want them to come away saying? Like I know you were talking about Renegade, how that basically woke up, I guess, some creative problems that you were having getting that out there. But do you want somebody to relate as far as they're going through a relationship issue? They hear something you're singing about, and they're like, "Oh, okay, she's been through that. I'm going through that. I can make it." Sort of in that scope. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, ultimately, exactly. Just to relate, to have people relate to what's going on and just help them through their situation. it would, that's literally like my goal, you know, because life ain't easy. We're all just, you know, here living, trying to get by. And if I could help anybody in the process, of my crazy artistry, like if I could help anybody in with what they're going through, like that's really ultimately like my goal, is to it's trying to like make the world happier. Like, you know, we got a lot of shit going on. So it's just like, man, like,
Yeah.
just, you know, just try to all of us like relate in a sense. Cause like we all go through the same shit no matter what, you know, where you're from, or, you know, we all go through it. So it's like, man, if I could just take my art and help someone else, that's really the ultimate goal. So, yeah.
No, that's good. You want to, you know, people want to feel or get what they're feeling given back to them. So
Yeah.
we've talked about music, and obviously that's a passion. You love doing music, or obviously, you know, that's
Right.
something you wouldn't be involved with. But do you have any plans for endeavors outside of music for your career? Like, could you see yourself acting, or maybe writing a book, or do you consider yourself, are you just a music lifer? Like, look, I'm gonna sing forever. I don't want to do really much anything else. I want to just put my concentration just on being the best singer I could be.
No, that's a great question. Because honestly, I love to do other things. Like I do love writing, just writing. So I wouldn't mind doing that. Like I have kids, so I wouldn't mind doing some, you know, kids songs, or hopping on Sesame Street one day, like just things
That's where
like
the
that,
money's
you
at.
know? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I also enjoy cooking. So like, you know, I'm trying to figure out like this like niche on TikTok, you know, because I'm kind of all over, but I'm like posting, you know, some of my songs with like some cooking stuff too. So I'm trying to like, you know, catch people's attention a couple ways, you know. So
All right.
trying to
So
be
every
out there.
hand in a little bit of everything. All right.
Yeah,
So,
you know.
yeah. All right. So again, we're speaking with R&B singer Katt. All right. She's got the Blue Eyed Soul EP available, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, wherever you stream your music, you can find her on Instagram and Facebook at KattWithTheAtSign, and her website is KattWithTheAtSign.com. Zino, I know you want to jump back in. You got something else for Katt.
I do. To piggyback off of what you said, it seems like we're just gonna keep doing that, piggybacking
Nah,
off.
this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is totally fine.
So, what does success look like for you? Like, you get a phone call and you hear something. What is that something that you've heard that like makes it in your mind like, yes, I've made it?
You know, it might actually look different to me for other people, because ultimately for me, I just want to get paid from music one way or the other. To me, that success is people reaching out and saying, hey, this is, you know, your product is absolutely worth this amount of money. You know, we're willing to pay you for this, or hey, can you write this song for me, or even be like a co-writer, anything that just involves, even on a small scale for me, as long as I'm getting paid from it, I'm happy. You know, I consider that on that version. I think everyone kind of gets in their head about success, like, oh, I didn't make it until I have a song with Drake, or I didn't make it until I have a song with this person or whatever. And it's just like, you can build up that momentum and still be successful, and still celebrate the small scales, because I think that's ultimately what you have to do, is like, you know, get those small victories, because they ultimately lead to the big ones, you know. So as long as you're getting paid, man, as long as I consider that success. And you know, because ultimately you meet more people, you network more. We always, you know, it always ends up becoming bigger than what you previously, you know, started with. So
Yeah, well, that's a great answer.
yeah, thank you.
That is what I had in my mind. People being like, "Oh, I got a call from Drake. Now I've made
Yes.
it."
Yeah. And it's like, no, because, you know, thinking about all the years and time and blood, sweat, everything that you put into it, is like, you know, it's so much more than just that moment. It's everything leading up to that too, you know? So.
Is Blue Eyed Soul the first EP you've put out?
So it actually is the first one I put out. It's not the first one I worked on. Same thing. It's the same producer. So we've had like some discrepancies. I actually had a whole, it's called Traffic Lights. It was a whole Traffic Lights EP. That was about 5-6 songs as well. So that was actually in 2013. That was never released. I'm still sitting on that, unfortunately. But as far as like, yeah, the first EP that's actually like been released on streaming services, this is definitely the first one. Like I did one when I was 16 as well. But that, you know, that was just on like CDs, and that actually was pretty successful. I sold my CDs. Everyone like really supported, which was dope. But Yeah, this is it though. This is the first time where I'm like, okay, I found my sound. Like I found, who I am as an artist. Like this is that definitely for me, like that's the first one. So that's the one that counts. So
We have a whole catalog of songs that's going to go on the Katt archive album, like a
yes,
year from now.
literally. I need to. I'm gonna dig all of them up, and I'm just gonna be like, boom. Here's just a list of like, all of these random songs no one's ever heard before. Even though I sound young and it's a little old, but.
Cool. Okay, and you're based out of New York, you said? I don't know if you were
Yes.
recording when you said that.
Yep. Upstate New York, absolutely. Yeah, born and raised here. So.
Okay. Is that scene conducive to making music? Does it matter where you are? Like, how does that work?
So I feel like a big factor of me not being farther than what I am is where I'm at because I'm in such a small place. And unfortunately, it is like kind of a competitive town. A lot of people do also do music here, so I feel like the support it's not very prominent. But that's fine. I mean, before COVID, I was trying to like travel a few places and do performances there. But right now, I try to hop on Clubhouse and kind of try to, network through that way with other people in other places and stuff. But I'm also trying to get back on the traveling thing because I feel like the farther, you try to get your name out there and it's not as, it's not from your biased hometown. So like you go some other place and you sing and someone's like, oh my God, who is that? She's great. And they end up supporting and following and stuff. So, unfortunately, yeah, it's definitely like a small place that I'm at. So it's not, it definitely need to branch out and go other places for it to truly start growing. So.
Well, you have at least one more fan in Georgia now, so.
Okay, hey. Thank you.
16
Thank you.
Yes, all right, Katt, so
dope.
I got two more here for you. And
Yeah.
Zino and I, man, we just tag teaming because he say something, we're headed there. I say something, we're headed there. So
this is perfect.
hey, you get a call from this person, whatever. What's the dream collaboration? What's the dream person that you get that call and you like, yeah, we're making this happen?
Man, honestly, I think probably the first person that comes to mind for me is J. Cole. I think he's one of my favorite artists in general. He's amazing. He's kind of like me. He really doesn't have like he's basically his own writer. You go on these Drake songs and like there's a couple other people, you go on the song credits and you see that there's 8 or 9 people on there and it's just like, oh shit, but I think completely just as a genuine person and as a genuine artist, it would definitely be J. Cole for me. I hands down. I love him so.
All right. So be looking out for that to come across at some point in time. I'm sure we're gonna put that. We're gonna speak that out there.
Yes,
we're gonna speak that out there. All right. So
thank you.
To kind of round it out. We mentioned where where you can find your music, where you are on social media. So I guess it leads into my last question with this is regarding social media or any other thing, is there any other like information, contact information, projects that you have going on that we might have missed that you want to have out there? Maybe you're working on something, you want to, mention that. Please let us know.
Yeah. So right now I'm actually working with a couple artists from my town that are super dope. I had just released like kind of like a summer song, When I Get Quiet. His name is Russell Cardona. He is amazing, man. His music name is super, but like he's one of the people like writing wise and just artist wise. He's amazing. I love to work with him out here. But we came out with kind of like a cool reggae vibe. That's definitely on Spotify and Apple Music as well. It's one of my newer releases. As well as someone hit me not that long ago for the latest song that I released, Everything. He actually hit me and was like, I'll pay you to do this song. And I was like, oh my God, sure. Like, of course. And I love the beat. So it all worked out. And he's super dope. So those 2 songs are like my newest releases, but I'm actually working on a few things right now with a couple artists from my town. It's he's like a pop artist. His name is Adon Allen. He's super dope too. So I'm kind of excited because this song is like the radio kind of upbeat, like what I've been looking for to kind of just to diversify, so I'm just kind of excited about that. But yeah, I'm just trying to consistently make moves. I'm trying to book another photo shoot because I feel like visuals for people are everything nowadays too. So it's like, try to come on, with the music videos and the pictures and stuff too. So definitely have some things in the works. I'm trying to get another video shoot done. Just timing and everything. Just gotta play it out right is all.
Oh, for sure. That's what this business is about, when you're striking at the right time. So just staying visible and staying working. So that was it, at least for my portion of that part of the interview, because we do have I have a little question game that we do here, but I wanted to just make sure Zino got everything out here before we jump into that.
Yes. I do have another question. You mentioned some of the collaborations you have, and then there's 16's question about your dream collabo. Would you say that like artistic purity is important to you? Like, is there some sort of content that someone might come with and say, hey, can you collaborate on this? And you're like, nah, that's not my style. Or is it whatever?
I'm not gonna lie, I've been put in that predicament before where it's like someone sends me something and I'm not necessarily like clicking with it or whatever. And I've actually had a situation too where I do let, like, with that Super, my one of my artists I work with, I definitely, like, he's one of the people I will bounce some stuff off of. I'm unsure, so he's definitely helping me come up with like the bridge or whatever the case is, but as far as that, I definitely think putting your foot down though is crucial. Like, hey, this isn't really, because it's like, I think honesty is so important. If something is not your style or you're vibing with, like, hey, like I like it, but I'm not really feeling it, maybe we should try something else, because it's like, it doesn't have to end there. You can definitely go on to another beat or whatever the case is. And but I definitely think that like whenever someone asks me to collab, I like to be there. Like, I don't like when people just send me things because then I'm like, I can't really feel it out with you and see where we're both at if we're on the same page. So I like to like sit down with artists and do it together and go through everything, because I feel like that ultimately is more productive, and you get you get the sound you're actually looking for. So
that's good. 16, that is it for me.
All right, cool. All right, so Katt, we've had a great conversation getting to know about you and your music. So now we have a little game that we do here that we're going to get to know you a little bit deeper as far as decision making and things of that nature. So it's called Don't At Me. All right, so how this works is that I'm going to ask you a couple of or a few rapid fire questions. And an example would be like, Katt, which do you prefer, Coke or Pepsi? And if you like Coke, you would just say Coke, don't at me. Like we on Instagram, like, hey man, don't at me.
Okay,
all right?
Don't at me, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Because how we say it on here is like, because if you answer the question and you don't say don't at me, it doesn't count.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna get into the first one here. All right.
Okay.
So Katt, you're in the drive-thru, all right, and you get up to order and they no longer have the item that you wanted. Do you leave or do you just order something else?
Damn, dude, because Starbucks does this to me all the time. So I'm not gonna lie. It really depends on my mood. So like sometimes if I really just want that pink drink, I'm out. Like I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm like, yo, I don't want coffee today. Don't at me. I'm out. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna keep it at that, because if they don't have what I want that day, I'll probably just be out. Don't at me. Sorry.
All right. Zino, for you, man, you in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Generally, I don't go to like a Chick-fil-A or something like that unless something sparks. I'm like, ooh, I'd really like some Chick-fil-A nuggets right now, or the number one. They would never be out of the number one, but if they were, I'm leaving. Don't ask me.
All right. So for me, I'm in the case of if I'm going to a place, like especially, I hate to throw them under the bus, but this Popeyes up the street from my crib, man, they always out of everything. So it has me with a backup plan. Yeah, they always, man, how are you a chicken place and they run out of chicken all the time?
I know, I'm telling you.
So I always have a backup plan. So if I'm there, I'm staying because in my mind, I've already thought of a backup plan just in case.
Yeah.
Yes, don't have me on that one.
Sorry, last thing on that 16.
Yes.
You know how I know that we've made it as like, podcast duo. It's when we can say things like that and the stock price of Popeyes drops. Then we know.
Yes. That's why we gotta crap out the actual location,
Yeah, we're gonna take that one out, but we know now. You know now. All right.
Yes.
All right, so, okay. Here's the next one. So, you're a music head. This is actually, we're a hip hop show, so we're music heads. All right. So you got your playlist going, Spotify, whatever you're doing. You listen to your playlist on shuffle, or you listen to it in order.
I like to listen to it on shuffle just because I know what the songs in like in order. I know exactly what they are in order, so I like to switch it up. Don't at me. Like to being on shuffle mode.
All right, Zino, what about you, man? Shuffle in order.
That's definitely a feeling. And so I don't do Spotify. I usually just do Apple Music, and I create my own playlist. And usually I put the order of the playlist in order of how I wanted to flow, right? It's like
because you can do the next cue. Yeah, yep.
Right. So I usually play it in order. However, there are times when I'm like, I've heard this playlist enough times now that I want a little spice in my life. So let me hit the shuffle button. But generally, it's in order. Don't act.
Okay.
All right. So for me, I used to be just anti-shuffle, but being in the car changed my mind about that because you don't know what's coming next, and that's the part that I like about it. So I like not knowing, even though I know what's in the playlist. I like not knowing what's the next song. Yeah, so it's shuffle on that one. Don't add me. And Zino, man, you gotta get on Spotify, man. You gotta get Spotify.
Yeah, I like Spotify better. I feel like I have both, but I like the customization. I don't know, Spotify for me is just like more user friendly. So
I feel like Spotify knows me. Yeah, Spotify knows me.
Yeah, definitely. Like the Discover Weekly, I'm like, oh yeah, these are all my songs. Like, let me just add these on. Like, but to each their own. You know what I mean? Like that's why there's both. Yeah,
for sure. You got to consume your music somewhere because you got to get it from somewhere.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Here's the next one. So, Katt, is it pronounced either or either?
For me, it's either. Don't at me, please.
Right.
I don't know. Wait, because I feel like I say either sometimes. Like I feel like it depends on the sentence, but I don't know. Let's go with the first answer. Don't at me.
All right, Zino, you going in your mind? Are you going in your mind right now? Like, what do I say? Like,
so, as soon as you said that, I said a sentence in my mind, and I was like, "Well, I said either." However, I know that I've been known to say either, and I think
either
it's the company that you keep, right? So I think maybe I'm not even sure what the demographic is, but I'm pretty sure that if I'm around certain people, I'm gonna say either because I want them to feel comfortable. But really, I want to say either. So it's either.
All right. So on this one, because I came up with this question, I heard somebody say that, and I was like, okay, no, it's not either. It's definitely either. Yeah, in my view, I was like, don't have me on that one for sure. So it's either. But I'm sure somebody, is going to watch this and be like, no, that's not how you do it, and that's fine. We can debate it. They'd be wrong, but we can debate it.
Exactly.
So I've never said either or. I've always said either or. But I've
always said either or too. Yep.
Yeah, in a longer sentence, I've used either. I don't understand quite why it is, but. It's just the language. We're all over the place. We got all kinds of spellings and everything. So
yeah. All right. So got the next one here. So Katt, you get a call. It's an unknown caller. You answering that call, or you just looking at it like, just ignore it. Look at that face.
Nope,
look at her face.
Nope. Nope, I've had my fair share of spam calls or like I'm trying to contact you about your extended warranty. Like, no, thank you. We're good. That's just a end right off the bat. Don't at me.
Zino, man, you picking up that call on unknown caller?
Yeah, literally everybody's warranty has lapsed at this point. So I think I'm probably not picking up. My phone is pretty good at letting me know when it's spam, but sometimes some get through. So you have to like listen for the visual cues if you do pick up, so the audio cues if you do pick up. But generally, I'm not gonna pick up because if it's important enough, they'll leave a voicemail.
Exactly. That's what I say too. Because I'm like, nope. If it's important, leave me a voicemail. If not, then wasn't important.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't gotta think about it again.
So that's the answer. Don't at me.
All right. Get a call from an unknown caller or answer, ignore it. For me, I'm not super too much of a phone person. So I'm actually, even if I see the number and I know it, I might be like, I can just call them back. So, but definitely an unknown number, I ain't answering that at all. Don't have me. Like, it's never gonna happen. It could be somebody that's legit trying to offer me some money, and it's like, I'm just gonna miss that one because I ain't answering that call.
Yep.
All right. So, Katt, I actually would have had one more for you, but you're so dope at this game. I actually got a bonus question for you after this one. So,
okay.
All right. So here's this one here. Do you check your pockets before you do laundry? Yes or no?
I do. And this is the reason because I've washed so many chapsticks and ruined my clothes that it's not worth it anymore. So like I take that mental note and just take that time. I'll just skim through a little bit and throw them in there. So don't at me. I definitely do.
Zino?
I don't. And I had a terrible pun about money laundering that I'm not going to fill it. But yes, I've definitely watched quite a few $10 bills. But no, I don't check my pockets. I really should though. Don't act.
All right, so I guess this must be like a dude thing because I don't check my pockets at all.
Okay.
Like I have washed so many headphones, credit cards. I've had gum in my pocket. I ruined a perfectly good shirt because I had a gum in my pocket that I forgot about.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I've done a better job. Like I don't check them, but I'm doing a better job now. But do I check it? Technically, no, I don't.
Still
don't
no.
at me. But I should because I've ruined some good shirts and pants like that.
Like the pants shake out thing, but that's
just do a little shake.
But not the actual like. Okay, is there anything in there? So like.
Yeah, I flunked at that one.
Nah, it's okay. It took me a few times. It took me a couple times to wash my shit that I was like, nope, okay, I can't do this anymore. Like, I don't want no oil stains on my clothes anymore. Like, gotta take that time.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, I've got the last one here for you, and this is a bonus one here. All right.
Okay.
So, how do you like your steak cooked? Is that rare, medium well done? How do you like your steak?
So I like it right in the middle. So I used to be like a medium rare person, but that's a little too rare for me now. It definitely still needs some red in there, but like not too much. It has to be like a perfect pink in the middle, so it's still juicy. But anything under that, I can't do. So definitely in the medium. Don't at me.
All right, Zino.
Well, 16, I'm African. So I mean, we started off basically well done. I've tried to like pull my parents into, Western culture and like get it a little less than well done. I have graduated to, I think I'm at medium well now, even though sometimes I'll try medium. But medium well is like my happy place.
Yeah, you got just that little bit of pink. It's not like all the way done, so it's okay. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I've seen people do, is it blue or rare? Like, no, why? So no, medium well for me.
Yeah.
All right. So getting to this fight all the time, especially with Easy, him and I fight all the time behind this. But I like my steak well done. All right.
Well done.
So people say, oh, you cook all the juices out of it, all this stuff. You just probably not getting it done right. Because I'm telling you, I cut open my steak and there's even the hint of pink. I'm turning the whole table over. This ain't the Revenant. Well done. Don't at me. Fight me. But I'm gonna tell you this though. I'll tell you what was well done, and that was Katt playing Don't At Me with us on the Aftermath. She did a great job playing around in our sandbox, and we definitely appreciate it. So, Katt, one more time, I'm just going to reiterate your information, and it will be up on the screen for people to be able to see this too. So make sure to check out the Blue Eyed Soul EP, all right? Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Amazon. Go stream that. Check her out on Instagram and Facebook. Give her a follow, a like. KattWithTheAtSign, right there on the screen. And her website is KattWithTheAtSign.com. So, Katt, just to put a bow on it, you were great. We appreciate your answers, your time, and just being playful with us. And just wish you nothing but success in the future. And we hope to, make this a thing. We talk on a fairly regular basis.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you guys because I've had my fair share of, like just weird interviews where, people are kind of straying from like those music questions. So I really appreciate, the professionalism and you guys just being cool as hell. I definitely I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys. But yeah, everyone just go check out some music, man. If you want like a cool 90s, but like, in the 2020 field, definitely go check out KattWithTheAtSign, man.
Yeah, kind of got this a little A. Marie feel to it, I feel like.
Man, I love her. Yes. Yeah, she's definitely like an inspiration, like Alicia Keys, like just all like those really amazing, beautiful artists, man.
So can we get somewhat guarantee that when you make it, you'll come back on the show?
Listen, you already know. I got you guys. If anything, you are going to be my go-to interviewer. So
sounds good.
Absolutely. That's going to be a guarantee. So
for sure. And it's documented. So can't say it wasn't said. Yes.
No take
absolutely. Exactly. You already know. No, thank you guys again so much. It's always cool to connect with, dope people who appreciate what you're doing and vice versa. I appreciate what you guys are doing. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the time, Katt. And we look forward to speaking with you again in the future. Okay.
Yes. Vice versa, guys. Thank you again so much.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Tripe.
Oh, come on, man. Tripe.
These are good though, because in our culture, people do eat all of this stuff, and hell no, I don't eat that either. All right. And yes, I've tried it twice, and it's just a no-go.
So was the dude you were trying it for, was he worth it?
First of all,
I was about to say she hasn't responded yet, so I'm worried.
That's really effed up, but how did you know? And no, he wasn't.
You're listening to The Radio Show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, Zino, back here on the Aftermath. We just had a great interview with Katt, coming out of upstate New York. How you feeling about the interview?
Oh, I thought it went well. I did listen to the EP and Apple Music. I really liked it. And as you guys heard on the interview, there was one particular song I gravitated to, which you guys really should check out. But I thought the interview went well, and she had really good Don't Add Me answers as well. So all in all, great interview.
Yes, absolutely. We love talking to her. All the information that she has as far as social media, album, all that stuff will be in the podcast description. And a little treat for the people who are listening on audio. We're going to go ahead and stick Too Close in there as a music break for y'all to listen to. But again, Zino, wanted to say I appreciate you coming on again, man. It's your home away from home, man. And definitely appreciate you taking the time to come and kick it on the show and do these interviews, man.
Of course, anytime.
Appreciate it. So check them out, the ZZ Talk podcast, wherever you get your podcast, and on YouTube. We're gonna stick Zeno's information in the podcast description as well. Say what's up to my homeboy Zeus, and appreciate everybody who listens to the radio show. Thank you for all the support, all that good stuff. And if you want to be a guest on the radio show, hit us up, the radio show inbox at gmail.com, or send us a text 678-800-1677. We look forward to hearing from you. And appreciate you, Zino, and appreciate Katt, and we will talk to you next time. Thanks.
Peace.